Hi, I'm Devin Bates, and today I want to talk about my favorite loader for AR magazines. It's made by Caldwell. It looks like this, and it does an amazing job. Let's see if I can load a magazine 30 rounds in under 15 seconds. So, let's start the timer. All right, 14 seconds. We got her done. So, this is a great tool for loading your magazines. The only problem is you need all of your rounds in stripper clips. So, that is something you either buy them or you load them into stripper clips. So, I'm going to show you how I combine this Armanov case gauge that I use to case gauge all of the rounds that I load into putting those rounds, once I've case gauged them, into stripper clips. So let's get going. Okay, so let's get to loading up some stripper clips while we case gauge our ammo. Armanov just came out with these new case gauges for 5.56, 300 blackout, and 308. And you can actually stack these things together and do like 50 or 100 at a time or whatever if you're putting them in ammo boxes, but I just prefer to put them in the stripper clip. So let me show you how this thing works. We just take our bulk ammo here, drop them in. And I would be doing this anyway, so this is not an extra step. I've learned that every now and then you'll get a round or two that doesn't really work well. So in order to keep that from happening, I case gauge everything now. So you can feel across the top, everything looks good. I can look at the tips at the bottom, that all looks good. And then set it down on the bench. This comes with the loader from Caldwell if you're pulling out a round out of boxes of ammo. So all I do now is slide this across the top. I've got the 10 rounds, squeeze them together, drop it in my little 3D printed box, and then I take a stripper clip, bend one end so it's gonna hold the ammo, drop it in this other little 3D printed item, and then just slide it on the top. Stripper clip is loaded, bend the other end, and I'm ready to go. Let's just do that one more time just so you can see how that works. Also, while I'm doing this, I'll just want to mention that the files for these 3D printed items will be available on Printables, and I'll have a link to that in there. Again, everything looks good. Drop it down, load them on this. Oop, didn't quite get all 10. Let's just drop them back in there. Well, that's easier said than done. Well, let's just grab the 10th one, slide it on, push them together, drop it in here, and then we take a stripper clip, again, bend one end, slide it in our little device, slide it over the ammo, pull them out, and bend the end. So I'd already done one stripper clip. Once you have 3, then you can get these little boxes and throw them in there, and you've got a magazine's worth of rounds ready to go. If you don't want the boxes, you don't have to use them. So just so you know that this thing actually is a case gauge, I've got some rounds that I've culled as I've been going through this process. These, I don't know if you can see it, but they're not quite seating, and they're not far off, but they're further than I want them, so I've dropped those out. Now this one, who knows what happened there? Likely case got through that wasn't sized or whatever, but that will be jamming your gun, so we certainly want that one out of here. So anyway, I love this case gauge. It allows me to check all the ammo. And since I love this loader, this has made it easy for me to go ahead and put all of my ammo in stripper clips. You can buy these clips, by the 1,000, pretty inexpensive little boxes. come like this. You just got to tape them together. It's no big deal. I know this takes a little more time, but it really makes my life easier when it comes time to load the magazines. And no one enjoys loading magazines. So anyway, hope you found this helpful. Again, the files for these two 3D printed objects will be on printables, and there'll be a link in the description for this video. So hopefully, if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below, and I appreciate your time. Thanks.